Hey everyone, James Luth, Keller Williams Realty. Today I'm at the Turk's Head building in Providence, Rhode Island to talk to Mike Quinn from Home Point Financial about when to apply for a mortgage and what to do if you think you can't qualify. Enjoy. So Mike, thank you again for allowing me to come down here today.
Welcome, happy to be here.
Appreciate it. One of the first questions I think I hear a lot would be when to apply. When should somebody start the purchase process?
Of course, yeah, and a lot of times what I find is when I'm talking to somebody on the phone, a borrower, they're always reluctant to take that first step and go ahead and apply. They always want to meet the realtor first. They want to look at properties, get their feet wet, and then take care of the financing. But that's completely the wrong direction, the wrong way to go about it. Essentially, I want to meet and I want to talk, either meet in person or talk to somebody on the phone prior to even making that first appointment with you. Because when you want that first meeting to be as productive as possible, so you don't want to be looking at $250,000 properties if they only qualify for $175,000. So definitely prior to that first meeting, or if somebody is a little bit apprehensive, sometimes meeting immediately after, like the day after, 2 days after your first meeting with them.
That's great.
So they at least have some direction on where to go.
And that also, for anybody that also, once you do get that pre-approval, it really does a great job of identifying which pricing bracket that you're going to be in too. Because you could be out there, you could be searching, say, from 175 to 200, and then you come in, you get pre-approved, and all of a sudden you're looking at property between 2 and 225 for the same price point.
Well, that's a great point, because what I find is with rates being so low right now, a lot of people, let's say you have a group of friends and they're all buying properties around $200,000. Well, somebody's financial situation might be a little bit different, and they think that buying a $200,000 property is going to be one price point, when in fact they go in and get pre-qualified, and that same buyer may be able to qualify for $285,000 because the payment is a lot more affordable than what they thought they could get.
Yep, that's great. Another question I get a lot is when somebody thinks they can't qualify, when they want to buy a house, but they have this sense of I can't afford it, or I can't qualify.
Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of different programs available on the market today. I'm sure everybody's heard of FHA. There's conventional loans. We have USDA, and there's VA. So a wide array of products that really suit a lot of different buyers. So not everybody is like their parents where they saved up 20%, they walked into their local bank and and purchased the property with the 20% down. So now there's low down payments. We can go down to 580 credit scores, 3.5% down. In some cases there's 100% financing. You have Rhode Island Housing, you have VA loans, you have USDA loans that allow 100% financing. And the income guidelines for FHA are a lot more flexible than conventional. So, debt to income ratios, I don't want to get too into debt to income ratio, but they're a lot more flexible and it's a lot more forgiving than that of a conventional loan.
And something else is, what if someone has a gift of equity that's coming to them? Mm-hmm. A lot of times they might think like, okay, great, I have a little bit of money saved up, mm-hmm. that maybe family members are going to or are willing to contribute. Mm-hmm. How long does that gift of equity have to be? Like, what's the transition? So someone's willing to give you X amount of dollars. How long do they have to wait? What's the true protocol when mm-hmm. as it pertains to gifts of equity?
Mm-hmm. Well, there's two different kinds of gifts. You have gift of equity and then you have gift of down payment. So gift of equity is if you're buying a house from your parents for, let's say, $300,000 and they're gifting you $50,000 of equity, not actual $50,000 cash. So that's one thing, and that would be handled at closing. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now the other thing, which is a lot more common, is gift of down payment. So a lot of times 3.5% down might be $10,000 or $15,000, and if somebody doesn't have that money right now, or that money's tied up, as long as we have the appropriate documentation from the parents, which would be a copy of a gift letter, copy of the check, and a copy of their bank statement showing the money actually did come from them. As long as it's in the account 2-3 weeks prior to closing, we can have ample time to document that before the closing, then that would be more than sufficient.
Thank you for joining us today, and Mike, thank you very much for having us over here.
Thank you. I appreciate the opportunity. If anyone has any mortgage-related questions, feel free to reach out to me. You can get all my contact info from James, as he's one of the best in the biz.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. See you soon.